Welcome to Hey Dr. Sue. So people submit their sex questions to me anonymously, and once a week I post one question and one answer. Do you have a sex question you've always wanted answered? Go ahead and check out the description for information on how to submit it anonymously.
So I wanted to start by apologizing for my voice. It's been a really rough week, and I almost considered not recording, but this one's important. Well, all your questions are important, but I wanted to make sure I get this one done. So just bear with me as I try to make it through this. So this week's question is, what the actual blank is happening with Mifepristone? I decided to bump the Q&A I was going to do this week because of this question, and so many like them that I've gotten in person and by text in the last couple of days. In case you don't know what's happening, let me see if I can fill in the blanks a little bit. Mifepristone is one of two drugs that's used to abort a fetus in a medical abortion. This type of abortion can be done up to 10 weeks of pregnancy. The majority of abortions in the United States are medical abortions. To be clear, this court ruling is not about emergency contraception. Before Friday, May 1st, 2026, someone could get a prescription for Mifepristone through a telehealth appointment, and they could get the pills by mail. After a ruling by the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, which is based in Louisiana, these pills can no longer be prescribed by telehealth and they cannot be mailed. This applies nationwide. I want to be really clear here, though. You can still get Mifepristone in person. For those of you who are thinking, no big deal, people can still get them in person, I need you to check your privilege for a second, because that's easy to say when you have the ability to physically get to a physician. Ever heard of an abortion desert? This is a term that's used when someone would need to travel 100 miles at least to get to an abortion clinic. The estimate is that 45% of counties in the United States are abortion deserts, so getting to an in-person appointment is not that easy. And that doesn't take into account the financial hardship. You may have to take unpaid leave from work. You may have to get childcare if you don't want to take kids to the doctor with you. And you have to pay for gas or transportation. All these expenses add up. So it's not as easy as just drive to a doctor and get a prescription. Let me address 3 of the questions I've been answering a lot since Friday. The first is, why does a court of appeals that's based in Louisiana and also covers Mississippi and Texas have an impact nationwide? And the answer is because it was addressing a federal policy, and that's the way the system works. I want to be really clear here. I'm nowhere close to being a legal scholar. This is happening so fast that I couldn't get any of my lawyer friends to weigh in. So if you're listening and you're a lawyer and you want to team up on a few articles about sex and the law, please reach out to me. Question 2 is about the ruling mentioning safety concerns of the medication. And that's just a lie. There are no major concerns about the safety of Mifepristone. The FDA says it themselves. I'm going to show you a picture of what was up on their website. At least it was on May 3rd, 2026. I'll also include a link in the description. There are a lot of links in this one, a lot more than I usually do, but I'll make sure they're all there. So if you want to read the whole thing, go ahead and pause it. I'm just going to read the first few sentences. Is it safe to use Mifepristone? Yes, Mifepristone is safe when used as indicated and directed and consistent with the Mifepristone Risk Evaluation Mitigation Strategy Program. The FDA approved Mifeprex more than 20 years ago based on a thorough and comprehensive review of the scientific evidence presented and determined that it was safe and effective for its indicated use. Again, more information. If you're not watching it, you can always go check out the link or just come back and pause and read the whole thing. By the way, it's worth pointing out that Mifepristone is used for things other than medical abortions. It's used by some people who have Cushing's syndrome to help address their hyperglycemia, which is high blood sugar. And not treating high blood sugar can cause nerve damage, kidney damage, and cardiovascular disease. It can also be fatal. The third question I'm getting about this ruling is, now what? And that I can't answer conclusively because things are changing quickly. On Saturday, May 2nd, 2026, 2 emergency appeals were made to the United States Supreme Court to allow people to continue to be able to get Mifepristone by mail. In case you want to do your own research or set up a news alert, the companies are Danco Laboratories, DANCO, and GenBio Pro, all one word. If you want to keep on top of this but are overwhelmed when you do a Google search, and I totally get that, let me offer some help. There are 2 sources that I've relied on for information about abortion consistently over the years. The first is Jessica Valente, whose Substack is called Abortion Every Day. I've sent her most recent post, The Biggest Attack on Abortion Since the End of Roe, to a number of people today, May 3rd, and a few have told me it's been really helpful. If you like her post, you might want to subscribe to her Substack. And again, all the links are in the description. The other is a website called ineedana.com. It's a website that helps people to figure out what the options are if they or someone they know need an abortion. I did a podcast episode with the founder and director last year. I'll include a link to that in the description as well. You can also reach out to me if you have more questions. If this ruling has pissed you off, then I'm begging you, please do something. Call your elected officials, which I think you should be doing daily anyway, given the state of what's happening. Support organizations that are doing the work to help people access abortion, like ineedana.com or the Bridget Alliance or Plan C Pills. Again, all this links in the description. And please keep up with what's happening. If you don't think this impacts you for whatever reason, you can't get pregnant, you could access a doctor if you need to, I can guarantee that this is an issue for someone you know. Help fight this for them and for the people who are going to be immediately impacted by this decision, many of whom are already struggling with a system that wasn't designed by them or for them. Before I close this, a quick thanks to my friend who said I could use her text and gave me permission to edit out the cursing. I have enough issues with censorship when I post. Until next time, be safe and have fun.
Did you like that video? If so, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when new videos come out. Also check out the description to find out how to find me on Instagram, Medium, and Threads. And make sure to check the description for links where you can submit your own sex question.